What up, fight fans? This your boy Easy Work Boxing, about to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Y'all know how it is, no bias talk, no racism. Now, we got to talk about Terence Crawford. You know, he has defeated Madrimov. He has now the WBA super welterweight champion. But we've heard news that Charlo now is coming back to 154. The former king, undisputed champion of 154, is on his way back. They say he's in line to fight for the WBA title. You know, they say he was in champion in recess, which I don't understand champion in recess. If you let go of your belts, then in my opinion, you have to start your way back up. But out of respect for him, you know, he didn't, I guess he didn't let him go. He get a shot at Crawford since he won. Now, the thing about that is Virgil Ortiz was the #1 mandatory as well for the WBA title. So I don't know how that's going to turn out. You know, I wonder if they're going to make Charlo fight Virgil Ortiz in order to fight Terence Crawford, which they should do, because like I said, I don't understand champion in recess. Once you let it go, you let it go. But Charlo versus Terence Crawford will be a great pay-per-view fight. I say it will be up on the level of the Spence versus Crawford, you know, pay-per-view. You know, fans would love to see that fight. Both of them are power punchers. You know, it's a 50-50 fight. And, you know, may the best man win. You know, but then we still have the naysayers out here who are still upset and mad about the fact that he beat Errol Spence Jr. A lot of these fans out here, they came into boxing when they seen boxers dressing and acting like rappers. You know, so a lot of them really don't understand the sport. They don't really love it like that. They just they pick who has the biggest chain and who acts the most ignorant. Now, Charlo is a hell of a fighter, you know, but I saw a video today where a guy said Charlo was never defeated at 154. Now, that is a total lie, because Tony Harrison beat Jermell Charlo at 154, and the first fight between Castano for the undisputed titles, I feel, and it's not being biased, I feel, and a lot of people feel, Castano beat Jermell Charlo, but that one didn't go on paper. That one didn't go on paper. But we know for a fact he lost at 154 to Tony Harrison. Now, we got to ask this one question. Who do you feel is a better boxer, Tony Harrison or Jermell Charlo? I think that kind of answers your question as far as this being a 50-50 fight, for those who won't say that Charlo is 60-40 or Terence has the possibility of just getting stopped and beat up by Jermell Charlo. Now, I take nothing away from Charlo. I'm a fan of Charlo sometimes when he's not acting like a animal or acting crazy and lashing out at people for no reason. But Charlo does have power. Charlo has footwork. Charlo is a dangerous fighter. Also is Terence Crawford. So this is going to be a fight that I would love to see. I'm sure all the fans would love to see. But of course, in this fight, I'm going for Crawford. I think Crawford is the better fighter. I think he's a more well-around fighter than Charlo. You know, Charlo has the power to stop Crawford. But at the end of the day, like I have to tell all the boxing fans that love talking about power, Tank, shout out to Tank, high IQ, one of the best boxers out there. But power has to land. Power has to land in order to knock somebody out. And I feel that Crawford has the more boxing ability than Jermell Charlo. But it's crazy how you hearing the fans come out. They're basically talking about the trash talk of what Jermell Charlo was doing when he had his pom-poms on. Not being biased, let's be real, he had his pom-poms on for his boy Errol Spence. And, you know, people going back and forth, recording the old videos, saying what Charlo was saying to Errol Spence before Terence Crawford went and beat the hell out of Errol Spence. But that's no longer neither here nor there, because we seen what happened to Errol Spence. Now, we seen that Terence Crawford stood up by the ropes and told Charlo that, hey, you next. All of a sudden, Charlo goes and ducks Tim Tszyu, fights Canelo Alvarez. Then he comes back and relinquishes his titles. Just let go of his titles. But now y'all are out here saying that, like, pretending and saying that Crawford was ducking Charlo when Charlo had all the belts and he could have maintained his belts besides the one that was stripped for Terence Crawford to move up, and he would have had to face Charlo instead of facing Madrimov, because he had to face Madrimov because Charlo let go of the belts and Madrimov got the WBA belt. So how y'all making videos out here saying that Crawford was ducking or he didn't want to fight Jermell Charlo. Y'all saying when Terence Crawford team want to fight Charlo, they want to fight Charlo. And then the team switch up. Y'all don't be making sense. Y'all hate on Terence Crawford so much, which I don't understand. And this the point I be making about these fans out here. When it's a fan when it's a boxer with a lot of money who does a lot of ignorant stuff, who drinks, smokes, and goes against the rules of the sport or what they should be doing in the sport, y'all love them. But here we got a champion who married to a black woman that y'all disrespect, don't smoke, don't drink, has accomplished more than a lot of boxers that y'all are out here saying that y'all love and go against him for, and yet y'all literally bash him. But then when someone talks about your favorite fighter or says that your favorite fighter is one-dimensional or we believe this person can beat him, the first thing that come out y'all mouth is say, here go another black man trying to put another black man down. So what do y'all be doing when y'all saying it? When y'all saying his resume weak, when you're talking about his wife, when you're talking about Bo Mac, another black man, talking about how big he is, fat he is, this, that, and the other. So what is it that y'all be doing? So I guess y'all ain't trying to bring another black man down. Last time I checked, Terence Crawford was black as a bottle of Coca-Cola. But when it comes to Floyd Mayweather, who got money, or Errol Spence, who got money, or somebody who these fans out here penis ride because they are the poster child of ignorance of black men, then y'all say, oh, here you go knocking down another man, when literally on my channel all I do is say who gonna win and who gonna lose. That's it. But it's funny how y'all change the narrative when it becomes your favorite fighter. But like I said, this is gonna be a hell of a fight. I think, like I said, it's a 50-50 fight. Some going to say 60-40 for Charlo. I don't understand how you're going to say that when Tony Harrison outboxed him. Not taking nothing away from Tony Harrison. He really lost to a smaller, shorter man, Castano, but that wasn't on paper. But, he still is a deadly fighter and a deadly force at 154. So me personally, I would love to see this fight, but I think not the smart move, because if I say smart move, they're going to mean like come to y'all like it's ducking. Terence is 30-something years old, also is Charlo. I'm sure that if I was them, I'll make Charlo wait, because yes, the Charlos have been accused of steroids before. I'm not saying he on them, but when fighters be on the off season, they can go and take steroids. They ain't getting checked. I think the best move for Crawford is to go to Fundora, take the belts for Fundora, make Charlo wait, because you ain't the king no more. You let go of the belts. You should have held your titles even in defeat. You could have held your titles. Make them wait. Go get the belts from Fundora, and then whoever next after that become undisputed. But I think this will be a highlighted fight to make a lot of money off, and at the end of the day, it's Terence Crawford's decision. So, like I said, I'm going with Crawford all the way versus a Charlo versus anybody at 154. To me, Madrimov was the most trickiest, hardest fighter, and a lot of people out here saying Boots and his father out here saying that his son would have stopped Madrimov, but yet we've never seen your son even attempt to fight a fighter like Madrimov. So I think that's the best next thing for Terence Crawford is to go ahead straight to Fundora. But that depends on him. Maybe he's a lot eager. He always said he don't like Charlo, so that may be the fight he want to go after. But we'll see you in due time. This your boy Easy Work. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment section. I'm out.